Segment 1 News 000015 rounds. Host DJ Alex. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Morning Flow Show. I'm DJ Alex, your trusty guide to kickstarting your day with good vibes and some engaging content. Let's dive right into our first segment of the show the news. Sound of newspaper rustling, upbeat jingle playing softly in the background. First up, let's take a look at our local news. It seems that the new public park project downtown has officially broken ground. The community is excited because, finally, we'll have more green space for our weekend picnics and morning jogs. The project is expected to wrap up by mid-next year, just in time for summer. And in tech news, there's a buzz about the new smartwatch that promises to track not just your physical activity, but even your emotional state. It's designed to help users manage stress more effectively by detecting slight changes in heart rate and temperature. Pretty futuristic, right? Now let's move on to sports. Last night, the City Hawks did us proud with a thrilling win over the Falcons, 32-28. It was a nail-biter. The highlight was definitely the three-pointer by Jaden Lewis in the last 30 seconds of the game. If you missed it, make sure to catch the replay online. And finally, in entertainment, the much-anticipated release of Star Odyssey has hit the theaters, and by all accounts, it's destined to break some box office records. So, if you're looking for plans over the weekend, you might want to consider catching that flick. All right, that wraps up our news segment. Let's keep the momentum going as we transition into storytelling. Segment 2, Short Story 1501-30 Sauru. Host DJ Alex. Now that we're up to speed with the news, it's the perfect time to settle in for a creative break with a short story. Today's tale is titled The Little Clockmaker. Soft ticking sounds, whimsical music playing in the background. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, lived a young clockmaker named Ezra. Ezra wasn't just any clockmaker. He had a special gift. He could weave stories into the heart of every timepiece he crafted. One brisk autumn morning, a stranger shuffled into Ezra's shop. He was a traveler, weary from his journeys across the land. "Can you make me a clock?" he asked, his voice tinged with longing. Ezra nodded, intrigued. As Ezra set to work, he discovered that the traveler carried tales of adventure and heartache, love and loss. Every night, as the village fell asleep, Ezra sat with the traveler, listening intently. He etched stars and moons, forests and rivers into the clock's design, each symbol capturing a piece of the man's soul. Finally, the clock was complete. Its sound was a gentle, soothing melody, a reminder of the traveler's journey through life. When the man finally took it in his hands, tears filled his eyes. "It's perfect," he whispered. "Now I can carry my stories wherever I go." And so, with a grateful heart, the traveler left, knowing that in every ticking second, he carried with him a reminder of where he'd been and where he was headed. And that, dear listeners, was The Little Clockmaker, a beautiful reminder that our stories, whether big or small, are precious and worth carrying with us. Whimsical music fades out. Stay tuned, folks. Up next, we have an intriguing interview lined up that you won't want to miss. Segment 3, Interview 3001-45. Host, DJ Alex. Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to the Morning Flow Show, and it's time for our interview segment. Today, we have a very special guest, Dr. Hannah Moore, a renowned environmental scientist who's here to talk to us about sustainable living and eco-friendly innovations. Welcome to the show, Dr. Moore. Dr. Hannah Moore. Thank you, Alex. I'm thrilled to be here. Host, DJ Alex. Let's dive right in. Dr. Moore, what inspired you to pursue a career in environmental science? Dr. Hannah Moore. Well, Alex, growing up, I was always drawn to nature, but it was a school project on deforestation that opened my eyes to the environmental challenges we face. I realized then that I wanted to make a difference, to help find solutions that could lead to a more sustainable future. Host, DJ Alex. That's truly inspiring. You recently returned from a trip studying coral reefs. Can you share one of the key insights from that experience? Dr. Hannah Moore. Absolutely. One thing that stood out was how resilient nature can be. We observed areas where corals were beginning to show signs of recovery thanks to reduced human impact and local conservation efforts. It reinforced the importance of protecting these ecosystems and the role we can play in their preservation. Host, DJ Alex. Speaking of playing a role, what are some simple ways our listeners can contribute to a more sustainable environment? Dr. Hannah Moore. Great question. Small changes can make a big difference. Switching to reusable bags and bottles, reducing energy consumption by turning off lights when they're not needed, and supporting local produce are all excellent ways to start. Every small action collectively contributes to a bigger impact. Host, DJ Alex. It sounds like sustainability is within everyone's reach. Before we wrap up, what's one innovation in the field of sustainability that you're most excited about? Dr. Hannah Moore. There's so much happening right now, but I'm particularly excited about advancements in biodegradable materials. Scientists are developing alternatives that mimic nature's processes, which can significantly reduce waste and pollution. It's a step towards a circular economy where materials are reused rather than discarded. Host, DJ Alex. That sounds promising. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Moore. I'm sure our listeners are feeling inspired by your insights. Dr. Hannah Moore. Thank you, Alex. It was a pleasure being here. Host, DJ Alex. All right, listeners, stay tuned for our final segment where we're going to get you pumped up with some motivation to tackle the rest of your day. Segment 4, Motivation, 45.01, 60 Olaro. Host, DJ Alex. And now we've come to my favorite part of the show, our motivation segment. Ready to turn up that positive energy? Inspiring, upbeat music begins to play. Today, I want to talk about the power of taking the first step. Every big achievement starts with a small action, whether it's the decision to start that new workout plan, pursue a passion, or maybe even learn a new skill. It all begins with one step forward. Think of it this way. A year from now, you'll wish you had started today. So why not start right now? Right after this show, take 5 minutes to write down one thing you've been putting off, and then map out the first step you can take to get closer to it. It could be as simple as sending an email, making a call, or jotting down your ideas. Remember, action breeds confidence and courage. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. Progress, however small, is still progress. Celebrate your victories, no matter how minor they may seem. They are stepping stones to larger successes. Music builds slightly to a crescendo. So here's your challenge today. Embrace that first step. It's the hardest part, but once you take it, you'll find the next steps becoming easier and more natural. You've got this. All right, folks, that wraps up our motivation segment and today's show. It's been an absolute pleasure to be with you all this morning. Remember to tune in tomorrow for more news, stories, and everything in between. Keep that spirit high and positive. I'm DJ Alex, signing off. Have an amazing day. Music fades out and show ends.